Susan Nichols, Director of Community Relations here at Blount Memorial Hospital. Today we're going to take a tour of some of the departments at the hospital and show you some of our equipment and some of the people that work here. Today is July 5th, 1984. I hope you will be watching this on July 7th in the year 2021. We're here at the hospital's computerized axial tomography scanner with Ted Mashburn, who is our chief radiologic technologist in this department. Ted, can you tell us a little bit about this console that we see here?
Well, this is the operator's console, and with this console we set our techniques and tell the computer what we want it to do, make the individual cuts of various organs from the head down through the body. Then that information is processed and turned into an image that we can take to the radiologist so he can read. That's basically what this console does. It takes the image, converts it into digital information which we can store on disk or tape or whatever.
Blount Memorial has had a CT scanner for almost 2 years. It's presently housed in a trailer in a nice covered area behind the hospital because of lack of space. It will be moved before the end of this year into the new wing, which will be opening very soon. In our radiology department, what this piece of equipment is and what it does.
Okay, this is a conventional radiographic and fluoroscopic room. This room we do multiple examinations in. We do stomach x-rays, upper GI series, barium swallows, venograms, and conventional straight radiographic work. This room is a 1000 MA three-phase unit, more or less state-of-the-art that is available today.
What other types of equipment do you have in the radiology department right now?
Well, we have a total of 6 radiographic rooms with varying types of equipment, from the special procedures equipment to the conventional equipment to do just straight radiographic work. Mammography units, we have 2 units of ultrasound equipment. The nuclear medicine department consists of 3 gamma cameras, and we also have the CT capabilities right now.
Okay, thank you. I'm in the laboratory of Blount Memorial Hospital talking with Susan Dunlap. She's got a piece of equipment here that she's going to tell us a little bit about.
Okay, this is the Coulter S Plus, and this is an automated cell counter that gives us 8 parameters in a real big hurry. It takes about a minute. And the principle of what this is based on is when we introduce the sample into the machine, there is a segmented part in here that has an internal and external electrode, and this is diluted, the sample, by applying a vacuum with a solution that will conduct electricity. And when this is separated in here by these electrodes, there are holes called apertures. They are different sizes because we're mainly measuring 2 different cells, those being red blood cells and white blood cells. And by the different sizes of the holes in this aperture, and when the electronic current is applied in this solution, these blood cells are counted as pulses, and these are converted in the computer part all up here into into a digital number that we can read.
Okay, thank you. Bleasy, another medical technologist in our laboratory department, he's going to tell us a little bit about the piece of equipment behind him.
This is our Coulter chemistry. It's a discrete chemistry analyzer. We run our chemistry profiles and also our separate chemistry tests that are ordered. Our chemistry profile is made up of 18 different tests. It's interfaced with our electrolyte machine that is done by ion-specific electrode. We just got these machines in the past. Our electrolytes have been done on a flame photometer. We can turn out about, I guess 30 profiles in an hour with this instrument.
Thank you. I'm in the laboratory now with Marion Kistler, who is a medical technologist, and she's going to tell us a little bit about this piece of equipment in front of her.
Okay. This is automated radio immunol assay, developed by Becton Dickinson. It's computer, oriented. Load the program by the use of a floppy disk. In here, reagents are put in the correct order in the drawer. The samples are loaded into the tray, carousel tray. Reagents are put in the proper positions, and it's fully automated. We use this for thyroid panels. That's thyroids, T3Us, can be used for digoxins. We also use it to run thyroid stimulating hormones, B12s and folates, which uses two radio active ingredients, cobalt and iodine. It combines, let's see, what else do we do? We do cortisols, has the capacity to do insulin. That's about what we do here.
Thank you. I'm in the physical therapy department, and this is Phil Hutton, our chief physical therapist. He's going to tell us a little bit about some of the equipment down here. Phil, what is this particular thing that we're looking at now?
Well, this is a pelvic traction table that we use for people with low back problems. We can strap them into this harness here, and they're lying on a hot pack at the same time. And then the traction machine will put a gentle pulling on the lumbar spine to help relieve any nerve irritation or muscle spasm that might be occurring. And then after the treatment is over, we can show the patient some exercises which would help keep the looseness that the machine has given them.
Okay, thank you. Phil, this looks like an interesting piece of equipment. Can you tell us a little bit about what it is and what it does?
This is a EEG machine, an electroencephalogram, and 20 of these little electrodes are put on the scalp, and by measuring the electrical activity of the different parts of the brain, the neurologist is able to tell if there's any type of organic problem, and if there is, exactly what part of the brain it's located in. The test takes about 2.5 hours from the time the patient gets down here until they're done. While they're on the table, they'll go to sleep, they'll do some hyperventilation, and we also do a photic stimulation with a strobe light, which will help pinpoint any problems that they might have.
Okay, Phil, thank you. I understand that the physical therapy department is going to be moving into the new wing in about a month.
Right.
And you'll be adding a special hydrotherapy room over there.
Right.
What types of equipment are you going to have in there?
Pretty much what we have here, the only new equipment is the whole body immersion tank.
Okay, thank you. West Nursing Station on our 1 West floor. I'm talking with Doris Kerrigan, who is clinical supervisor of the 1 West unit, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what this nursing station is, the types of things they do, and the equipment they have here. Doris, tell us a little bit about the equipment on the desk and to the side of us over here.
Okay, this is our MedPro, which is our only computer hookup that we have at this time. All of our tests, our medications, supplies, anything that we need on this area or any communications that we need to do with another area are done on this terminal. It presently has no capabilities of write-outs.
What is this rack over here for the charts?
Okay, this is where we keep the charts. Each patient has a chart here. They're all handwritten. The nurses keep the records on the patients from shift to shift. Anything that's unusual on the patient is written on there. The doctor's orders are all on there. Anything that has to do with the patient from day to day is on here, and it's all kept handwritten.
Doris, how many, what kind of staffing do you have to run the One West unit?
Okay, we have a 39 patient capacity. It's medical patients and oncology patients. For the day shift, I have an RN and an LPN for each 10 patients. On 3 to 11, I have an RN and 2 LPNs for each 20 patients. And at night, we have an RN and an LPN for each 20 patients.
We're in the boardroom of the administrative offices, and we're going to be talking with J. Frank Meesemer, who is presently serving as administrator of the hospital. Mr. Meesemer, do you have any words of wisdom that you would like to pass on to the employees of the year 2021?
Susan, I'm not sure they're words of wisdom. I did spend yesterday, the 4th of July, composing a letter to the employees of the year 2021. I'd like to say that we've had an interesting time, certainly for the period that I've been here, the last 20 years. I came in 1965, and it seems as if the pace of hospital care and the changes are getting faster. I hope that same rate of change doesn't increase as much over the next 37 years as it has for the last 3 or 4 years. We certainly wish the employees of the year 2021 every success, and we hope that their future and their successes to that point in time are as great as ours have been, that they have the same sort of organization that supports the hospital, and that they can provide the same quality care that we believe we've been providing for the last 37 years. With me today are Mr. Joe Dawson, our Assistant Administrator for General Services, and to my left is Joan Jackson, our Associate Director of Nursing Service, and both have been here for a good while with me and form part of the top management team of the hospital, and we're just delighted to share in this tape and wish everybody well in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.